This video is on the topic of investigating tropisms. It is common in exams to encounter questions that are based on practical experiments. It is important that you have experience interpreting information about practicals for this reason. This video will cover two different examples of practicals from the topic of plant tropisms. It is important to keep in mind that examiners may deliberately ask you questions about experiments that are unfamiliar in order to test your skills. The first practical is investigating phototropism. We start with three identical plants set up in boxes. In the first of these boxes, a small slit is cut into one side, allowing light into the box from one direction. In the second box, the same slit is cut, but the plant is placed on a slowly rotating platform called a clinostat that causes different sides of the plant to be exposed to the light throughout the experiment. The final box is left totally in the dark as a control. Remember that a control is an experimental condition where everything about the experiment is kept the same, but the one thing that is being investigated is removed. In this case, it is the light. This demonstrates that the factor being investigated is responsible for any changes in the other experimental conditions. Take a moment to predict the outcome of the investigation. In the first box, the shoots of the plant grow towards the light because they are exhibiting the positive phototropism growth response. This benefits the plant by exposing more of the leaf surface area to the light for photosynthesis. In the second box, the plants grew upwards, but not curved to the side in any way. This is because the movement of the clinostat allowed even light exposure to all sides of the plant, preventing a directional growth response. In the third box, the plant was in darkness, but still grew upwards in one direction. Plants in the dark can still grow using stored resources like starch, as they try and find a light source to grow towards. Remember that the reason for this control is to confirm that the light stimulus is what causes the growth response. The fact that this plant only grew upwards demonstrated that there was no other factors influencing the growth response. A second experiment shows the effects of gravitropism on newly germinated plant seeds. These germinated seeds, or seedlings, have small roots called radicles and small shoots called plumules. 3 seedlings are placed into a dish with some moist cotton wool to encourage growth. The 3 seedlings are placed in the dish and are pointed in different directions. 2 identical dishes are produced. One is placed on its side in a stationary position, and the other is placed onto a rotating surface called a clinostat. The 2 dishes are left like this in darkness for 2 days. Let's take a look at an example of the kind of question you might get asked about this experiment in an exam. Here you are presented with an image of the 2 dishes, and you are asked to complete the drawings by filling in the shapes of the radicals and the plumules of the seedlings at the end of the experiment in the 2 different conditions. Take a moment to predict the outcome now. After 2 days, the plates are observed. In the first plate that was kept stationary on its side, the radical roots have grown down towards the stimulus of gravity due to the positive gravitropism, and the plumule shoots have grown upwards away from the stimulus of gravity due to negative gravitropism. On the second dish that was rotated on the clinostat, the radicals and plumules both grew straight outwards from the seed. This is because the rotation cancelled out any effects of gravity, so there were no gravitropic responses. This is what the exam question response should look like. There is 1 mark awarded per dish for the correct drawings of the 3 seedlings, giving a total of 2 marks for the question. Remember that you don't need to be an amazing artist to draw sketches in a biology exam. Basic shapes are always okay. In summary, both phototropism and gravitropism can be demonstrated using experiments. Plant shoots exposed to unidirectional light grow towards the stimulus due to phototropism, whereas if the light is not unidirectional or if the light is removed, the shoots grow upwards. Seedlings of plants respond to the stimulus of gravity, and if they are rotated so the downward pull of gravity is removed, then the response does not occur. Don't forget to check out all our other fantastic revision resources here at Save My Exams.